too.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. This is Blake and Levi, and we are the Turn 2 commentators, bringing you a recap of this past weekend's, whatever you want to call it.
It was like a birthday party at Kinsietta apartment. So it seemed like it was a party on the track with dancing with drums. I'm gonna throw out the first thing. I know some of you, including so-called KFB fans out there, I ain't gonna call out any names. Would you agree with what Freddie Kraft said with since the race gave a bad look on the sport, that taking that Martinsville race away from the Xfinity series? Now, does Arca go there?
No.
Oh, I can guess what reason for. Okay, since we want to start out with it, what track would you replace Martinsville with for the Xfinity series for both times? Another short track or another Richmond race? Another Pocono? You don't like Richmond for the Xfinity series?
Does Xfinity go to Darlington for us?
Yeah, they do. Because I can bring that up after people saying SVG was bad, but he that was his best track. He finished 7th and 15th in both races last year.
No, Xfinity does not go to Darlington.
They changed it?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it.
They went there twice. Could it be for Rockingham because they added Rockingham?
Probably. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they do not go back. They're actually off that weekend.
Oh,
so yeah, add a second Xfinity to Darlington.
Okay. I guess real quick, I guess we can give a little love to the Truck Series race. It seemed like it was an afterthought this weekend.
The Truck Series race was fine.
Yeah, you gonna say anything?
Corey Heim has a.
That's the first person you gonna lead off with?
No, I'm just saying.
You're not gonna talk about the winner? You always talk bad about this guy.
Oh, Daniel Hemrick. I see.
The winner of the race.
I couldn't remember
the
that
winner of the race. His 2 wins that come in dramatic fashion.
I'm sorry. I think
it's a Hall of Famer in the truck in NASCAR.
Corey Heim's issues overshadow Daniel Hemrick winning.
So you're saying Corey Heim should have been back-to-back winners by a long?
Dude, he led every single lap until he got spun or whatever.
Honestly, Corey Heim this year is he's like this generation's version of Richard Petty in the Truck Series, but they're trying to sabotage him with the truck.
Yeah.
As your brother would say, he's running big blocks and everyone's running small blocks.
Yeah. That track was fast.
Do you think he goes? Where do you think he goes? Let's say he gets 12 wins this year, wins the championship, whatever. Where does he go?
I don't know.
Toyota driver, right? Who is he signed to? Like any particular team? I know the move you make. Bill Belichick used to get crap for this because he used to give away people early. Blake.
If Riley Herbst's on the hot seat.
No. You saying Corey Heim to Gibbs? He seemed like he'd be the perfect fit for Gibbs because
what car is he taking over?
It's gonna be some talk. You know what this year reminds me of? But Kyle Busch didn't get a win this year. Denny Hamlin. That lawsuit is gonna weigh heavy because if they win, it basically, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, can wipe away the charter agreement. Because what happens if they win and the people that signed the charter agreement unlocking for, because Denny Hamlin ultimately wants to drive for his own team.
Yeah.
That to me, if I'm Gibbs, that's what I'm looking at, because Ty Gibbs, his name is on the door. Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, he's gonna run the team one day.
If Christopher Bell's not on Gibbs next year, what are you saying to Gibbs?
Who's
That's like
going to
Hendrick
fill that
Motorsports losing
spot?
Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Is there any now a team that has shown speed this year? Corey Heim to who? Legacy Motor Club.
I don't know, man.
Well, I'm saying they have shown speed this year, and
Are
you
they
put
going to
them in
become a
there.
3-car team? Or are you getting rid of somebody? Who are you getting rid of? Eric Jones?
I feel like getting rid of Eric Jones is like getting rid of Brad Kay without a championship at Penske. Because I feel like he leads. He's a leader there.
But John Hunter's been running better.
Or you can honestly go, hey, it's not enough seats, as we said, because where does Chandler Smith go? He deserves to get a shot at.
Yeah.
We're last thing on the truck series for me. I like this guy. He's a winner, I think, in all 3 series. Would you rather sign Chandler Smith or Harrison Burton for a cup ride? See, it's not enough seats, which means, what did you say and what I said? It needs to be more cars on the track. They have money now.
Like, what about them? Everybody forgets NASCAR's just holding 4 random charters.
4 random charters. And when we were growing up, it was always 43 cars on the track.
Yeah. And now
it's ran like
we barely get 38.
It's ran like IndyCar with an Indy 500 going, dang, we got 39 people. And then the St. Petersburg race, 26. Because you mean to tell me, but when I wasn't watching NASCAR and it went down from 43 to less, you remember when it wasn't sponsors on the car? So you mean to tell me we haven't gained any amount of income to grow the sport? It's more sponsors everywhere. Yes, the big dogs legal, but it's
what
more
do you mean
sponsors.
they haven't gained? They've definitely gained some income. Come on now,
So they can put more cars on the track.
a position for somebody today.
If you have talking,
what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do as commissioner of NASCAR? What is he gonna do?
Wait a minute, I thought Ellen Sawyer.
No, this is the first time NASCAR's had a commissioner.
Well then, like the other sports, the stick and ball sports, as people say,
it's just the face.
It's the face, but the owners can vote and change the commissioners on all other sports. Because the commissioner answers to the owners.
If that's the case, are they going to adapt that?
No, they're going to adapt it. But who do you think he answers to, Blake?
I don't know. Who?
Rick Hendrick. Now, look, man, I've been around this sport a long time. Now, you going to listen to me. I don't think we should be doing that. Rick Hendrick's in his ear. I could be wrong, but it's the feeling that it gets. But that's the truck series. Shout out to Daniel Hammer for having a good day. And Tommy Baldwin's son for his truck debut.
Yeah, he did have a good race going. And Martinsville.
Would you be nervous if your daughter was in a truck race?
Yes. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna. NASCAR has named Steve Phelps commissioner and moved Steve O'Donnell to the president role.
Did they have any voters say so? Look, they got to call. Look, man, you getting promoted up. Was there anyone else in the running?
I mean, what did they just wake up today?
It's this whole thing. What you're saying, it leads exactly to what Mark Martin was saying to the NASCAR thing. We're not sticking ball sports. You have playoff. We're trying to be ran like the other sports. You can't run motorsport you can't run.
Does IndyCar and F1 do not have a playoff system?
F1 does have someone in charge, but it's not like that. It's a commit.
Yes,
FIA.
I mean, yeah, right.
It should be an independent body running NASCAR. Nope. How do you think that year, even though Max Verstappen won the last 4 races, that year where he broke the record, I think, what was it? He won 19 races.
Yeah, that was insane.
He was 23. If Kyle Larson at race 28 had won 22 races, would you be bored of the season, or is it just one of those years?
I wouldn't be bored, but it still come down to one race. He could win 22 races and still not be the champion.
No, I do even better. He can win every single race. He can win 35 races and lose the championship.
Yeah, which is wild if you
He can lose the
really
championship.
think about
So
that.
Austin Cindric backing his way into the Final Four.
Oh,
Now, which
I
one
mean,
is more memorable? Austin Cindric. No, I'm going to throw Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon win the championship, or Kyle Larson lose the championship with 35 wins. Yeah, but that's all I got for the Truck Series.
well, I
It
mean,
was better than
if you're gonna,
expected.
well, I mean, you said his name, so we might as well talk about it. Everyone's calling for Sammy Smith to get, suspended or whatever. What about Austin Cindric?
They're treating Sammy Smith. I think you told me you had this happen in school. Like the whole class was talking, the teacher looked up and saw you talking. So everyone else thought you're not gonna do nothing to them.
Yeah, exactly. Austin Cindric blatantly wreck Riley Herbst.
If you know what, take Sammy Smith out and take Austin Cindric out. Put Bubba Wallace in both of those spots.
Levi, there's gonna be
His wife should divorce him.
yeah.
I mean,
Because if you really think about it, yeah, the Sammy Smith one, it might look a little bad, but he was going for a win. Whatever. Austin Cindric, what are we? We're on lap 100. What are we doing?
what? Which one is worse optically if you're NASCAR? Now, I disagree with the other one because a win is a win. The Austin Dillon one or the Sammy Smith one? Optically, if you're NASCAR, which one looks worse?
The Austin Dillon one.
And they say short track racing with Martinsville, he drove in the corner. What was Matt Kenseth's repercussion when he did that?
I think he got suspended one race.
So, is what Sammy Smith did the same way?
No.
Because they say that Sammy Smith caused a whole mistake. Yes, what his initial thing was he drove in the corner. To me, he could have made the corner, but it was a car happened to be right there, and it was his teammate. It wasn't like the initial contact to the rear bumper caused everyone to spin out. Now,
Pretty popular over there now.
oh, you can hear that? Oh, sorry. Talking to someone about the basketball game.
I mean,
But
and nobody's going to really talk about this guy. Not only did he cause something in the beginning of the race, but what about Austin Hill just riding the curb like he's in the Kroger parking lot, moving everyone out of the way to get the win?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, shout out to Chris Wright for getting the top 10 in the Xfinity race as well.
Or what about your boy Brennan Poole getting a top 5?
That's yours. I heard you doing collaborations with Gary Eastep and Brennan Poole.
Hey, let's do it.
I feel like what would be the first thing you say to Eric Eastep if he had you on? Or he sent you a message, I want to take you under my wing and teach you.
Oh, God. That's
something he will say.
I'm going to ask him why is he so infatuated with Chase Briscoe.
And Matt Kenseth, yeah. He actually took a shot at Matt Kenseth.
The Matt Kenseth I can understand. The Chase Briscoe I can't.
He took a shot at Chase Briscoe, though, about the Chastain Logano thing. He wasn't on his side. I thought he was. But if you're Dale Jr., what are you thinking right now? Forget all the outside. What are you thinking? That was you own Junior Motorsports.
You give him the dad talk. Hey, bud, look, we ain't going to do that again. And then you just let him go.
Because what was that year you up?
He's got the talent to win.
It'd be different if he was a has-been that somehow got the seat.
Right.
Now you see some fans like, see, that's why you should hire veterans, older people. Xfinity is just a bunch of kids. They shouldn't even be up there. But then when a sad driver goes down there and wins, they get mad. You can't have it.
Kyle Larson or Kyle Busch goes down there. Why are they down there racing with the kids? I can't believe this.
You know what it is? But I don't blame none of the drivers, really, for the environment we're in. It's a win at all costs. Yeah. Dump your grandmother. Everyone's always said that. If your mother,
and then next time we go to Martinsville, they're going to promote that clip.
If your grandma, whatever grandma you want to choose, last corner is you and she's in front of you to win a championship, what are you doing? You got it.
Sorry, Grandma. This
Exactly.
is
And now look at the Arca series a couple of years ago. These are the same people when Arca was really bad 3 years ago wrecking. So you
the
got to blame
same people on
NASCAR.
the trucks from a couple of years ago as well. The truck series was
When you got
really,
your
I didn't.
dog, did you potty train it?
Yeah.
So what if you allow Kirby, your dog, to just piss all over the house, and then like after 3 years of having her, we got a potty trainer? That's exactly what
It's a
NASCAR's
little,
doing.
yeah, it's a little too late.
You said it was okay. What did Sammy Smith said? I had to do what I had to do. I had to do that.
Exactly. Just like the same situation, Austin Dillon. He had to win. I don't
Austin
know, man.
Cindric,
It's
like you
just
said, was the worst because he didn't have to do that.
no. I mean, come on. You could have just backed out of the corner and then you would have been fine.
Take Austin Cindric out and put Ross Chastain in the middle, 3 wide. Why is he doing that? They would blame him. It's Martinsville. Why are you 3 wide coming out the corner on a straightaway? And then talking about the blocks. First of all, not unless you somehow got the Martin Truex car that was at Charlotte where you can drive anywhere on the track. Aren't you supposed to block at Martinsville because you get pushed out to the outside? What's going to happen? You think anyone going to let you in? Exactly. What was that? Was it Riley Hurst? He stayed out on older tires, and he got shuffled. No one was giving him no space to get back in.
Yeah.
I saw in 3 laps he went from like top 5 to 28th.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I got on the Xfinity series. I mean, but
Yeah,
like
there's
Mark
really not
Marlon,
much to say about it. It was kind of. I'll give one take on it. As a fan, it was entertaining. Yes, it was. But as a true fan, a diehard fan, I didn't really care for it. Like, come on, guys.
little side note, when I told you I chose LA, little Cruz, he just hit another bomb. They did put up 7 runs since we've been talking. It's 14.
Runs.
It was 7-0. Now it's 14. I think what did he have? 2 stolen bases, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs. I'm sorry, the ticker came at the bottom.
And then tonight we got the undefeated versus the winless.
Oh, the Braves the worst team in baseball.
I guess so. Technically, they are. Has anybody else? Has everybody won a game?
Well, do you believe if you had a 4-game series, do you believe you're better than the Brewers?
Yes. I actually want to check that real quick. Dude, what a diabolical start to the season. Who decided that? Hey, the Braves are going to be hurt with like half their top players gone. Let's give them the Padres and the Dodgers to open up.
And they starting you out strong. They want to take you. Everyone can say the Braves had the best hitting team.
Okay, we're in good company. Brewers haven't won, and the Tigers and the Twins haven't won.
Are you better than all those teams? You would think.
Assume.
Who's that guy in real quick? I can't pronounce the last name, so for the S. Swallendala. How do you say his name? Swashing the pitcher.
You talking about AJ Smith Shawver?
I don't even know how to spell that. And my Diamond in my franchise voter
Does he have the sleeve?
Yeah, we're through 35 games. His ERA is like under 0.50.
Well, he's supposed to be the next top thing for the Braves.
Oh no, the Braves in 2 years they're gonna trade him for like some cash considerations, a ham, and some lumber.
Sure. I'm sure they will because he'll probably win 20 games. He'll win 20 games and he's gone.
What was your rotation? Spencer Strider, Chris Wright, and Max Fried. How many of those people are there now?
Chris Wright, you mean Kyle Wright?
Kyle Wright, same thing. Sorry, I was thinking about Chris Wright
because
he got that top
Strider's
10.
the only one, and he ain't even playing.
Oh, And it could have been Soroka, but he's gone. And have you seen the ghost or skin suit of Ian Anderson?
You know what's funny? I think he's on the minor league team.
And shout out to your dude Bryce, who's in the starting rotation for the Pirates.
Somebody named. We have this. Oh, Grant Holmes is starting. The dude with the long hair and the handlebar mustache.
Have you heard from your cousin, the one that was shagging balls in the outfield? Someone gotta have a video of that. But I just think it should be respect out there. Like, if I'm racing someone back to the Xfinity race, I don't have no history with them. I'm gonna race them fairly. If you're faster than me, I'm not gonna just pull over. But if after a couple laps, I'll give you a little space. Or if you can pass me in a legit way. Now, if you dump me in the corner and spin me out and make me hit the wall, then that's a different story. But sometimes you just bump them, move them out the way. You got to keep the flow of the race going. You can't slow it up and cause a caution. First things first, you can't wreck your own stuff and take yourself out.
Well, and that's what I watch. I don't know if you ever watch them, but Coffee with Kenny. You know what? Kenny Wallace.
Sorry, Kenny Wallace. Sorry, I was thinking of another podcast. Yes, I
he was
saw a video this morning. He's always like this
like,
with his cup.
Yeah. He was basically like, Sammy, you're gonna be the guy that gets kind of shit on this week or 2 weeks.
Slamming Sammy.
You gotta take it. Slamming Sammy. But he was like, nobody be having this issue if he would have won the race.
You can't take that away from Austin Dillon. He did what he did, but he won the race.
He did win the race.
And I still stand by what I said. Austin Dillon was just simply running his line. It's more than one line of the track. Because if there was Chase Elliott and it was Bubba Wallace on the opposite side, Bubba Wallace came up in Chase Elliott's lane. But yeah, that's what I got in the Xfinity series.
That's talking about Trump's in Xfinity. What were your thoughts on the Sunday race?
First thing that comes to mind is Brad K not pitting in the first stage whatsoever to get stage points because he needs points. I didn't mind it. Did I take those typical NASCAR naps? I did, honestly. At a Martinsville track, I don't think ever in my life I've ever finished a whole race. I think I took a nap between like lap 150 and like 280.
I watched every single lap.
I started out strong. I started out strong.
Did you get over there?
I saw something I didn't like. Someone made a wild
losing?
But huh?
They losing?
We're down by 12 or 6 minutes ago. All right, it is what it is. But honestly, when we did the DraftKings, I'm not gonna talk about me winning, but I was sitting there choosing. I was like, I know he hasn't won in 10 years, but everyone kept talking about the tire, the possible fall off. I was like, Denny Hamlin.
He got you a lot of points.
He gave me over 150 points.
I was insane. I saw that and I was like, oh my God. I'm not winning this.
And then I said, I got to choose 2 Hendrick drivers. Alex Bowman messed me up, but I was like, okay, I'm good. Yeah. I basically beat you with 3 drivers.
My picks on both sides, DraftKings and our competition for this, is I don't even know what to do anymore. I picked somebody to have a terrible day. William Byron, where was he at all day long?
Oh, I want to see. Man, who did you choose for this?
William Byron, and you chose Blaney.
Yeah, that's right. I thought you chose someone else. I don't know. I thought you chose.
And I almost went for that. Because you pulled out Blaney. I was going to choose Ryan Preece, and once again, Ryan Preece. Yes, and Ryan Preece, what does he do? Gets another top 10.
What did they say before this race? I think the last 5 races, Ryan Blaney's average finish is like 3.1.
Yeah, but also Denny Hamlin has finished in the top 5 the last 5 races there. But
I'm a 30 for a look in the next race, by the way.
I'm sure you will. But it's wild that Denny Hamlin hasn't won Martinsville in 10 years.
It's funny that DBC had Mark Barn on this week because he's Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
Mark Martin has one. People think Mark Martin is like 9,000 years old, but he's won more recently than Trevor Bayne has. It's a lot of people. He won a lot of races. What? His last win was in 2013. He's won in the 80s. He won in the 90s. He's won in the 2000s, and he's won. He won when I joined the Army. That wasn't that long ago.
What car was it? The 8? The 1?
What in 2013?
Yeah, what was he driving in 2013? Was it the Army 1 car?
The 5 car.
I forgot he went there.
Who's a better 5 driver, Kyle Larson or Mark Martin? No. Who is ranked higher right now? Who do you think NASCAR fans are ranked higher? Mark Martin or Kyle Larson?
NASCAR fans would have ranked Kyle Larson.
Accurate fans. What do you think the accurate standing should be? If I said right now, Kyle Larson's a far better driver than Mark Martin.
There's an argument there.
I think the argument is just simple. Chase Elliott or Mark Martin? Well, he has a championship. Okay, I mean,
that's the same thing doing Hamlin or Chase Elliott.
You know how they go around and choose, if you see the random sports, the basketball, football, rank Jerry Rice or this receiver. I want to hear active NASCAR drivers rank current drivers. Like when they said,
I feel like I think a majority of them would rank Larson number 1.
Like the question when they said Dale Jr. versus Chase Elliott, who are you picking? Prime v prime for both.
Prime v prime Dale Jr.
But he has a champion. We all know that Dale Jr.
We all know that
to win
that championship was a little questionable. Let's not bring up the fact that he failed tech twice and had to start in the rear of the field and magically passed everybody.
Those back-to-back HMS championships. I mean, I'm gonna ask you again: who's the best team out there
in NASCAR?
Is it Penske or HMS? What do you think NASCAR fans would say?
They're gonna say HMS, but on paper it's Penske.
I mean, who's won the last 3 championships?
That's gotta be. Think about it. Who's 4 in the last 6, 7 years?
Because you can't say that Chase Elliott is better. No, you can't say Kyle Larson better than Denny Hamlin because some people think that because of the championship, and they're gonna throw in the dirt races as well, but not use the same argument for Penske.
And which is weird. Speaking of Penske, Joey Logano got his first top 10 of the season.
I'm telling you, it's something with the Fords. They start out like they shouldn't even be out there on the track. They start out like they're Haas cars. And at the end of the year,
they're trying something.
They're always gonna have speed. They gonna show up. That's why
Logano and Blaney are gonna randomly get a win somehow. They're just gonna point their way in, and then when they come to the playoffs, game over.
Like when you asked me, look, I told you who are you big on with 3 wins going for 4? Christopher Bell. I said, I don't know. He has that Denny Hamlin syndrome where he may not do good or he may not be clutch. I said, I got to put my faith in Penske, but even if I don't want them to win, because it is randomly going to beat her at the end of the year.
I will say the 20 team showed back up this weekend.
They definitely did. I thought about choosing Bell in it too, because at one point I had 4 people in the top 5.
You did.
I didn't even keep up with the DraftKings until the last 2 laps. Like, I'm probably leading by a lot.
There's just a couple. I want to maybe not run down the whole, finishing order, but I know we're only 7 races in. there any teams or drivers that maybe need to hit the panic button a little bit?
How many races have we done?
7.
You can re-ask me that after the 9th race, because I know in like football, a lot of coaches always talk about they judge the season in 4 quarters. After 9 races, that would be the first quarter. I want to, because
I'm gonna exclude Cody Ware because we know what Rick Ware. They're figuring things out. But Cole Custer's in 35th.
And sometimes this point system is crazy because you think someone's doing. To me, Cole Custer doesn't look like he's a 35th driver out there on the track. Because the points are so weird, just like SVG. It's not him.
SVG is 34th.
Because it's not just him, because one, like Eric Eastep said, it's not just him out there having a bad race. One, Trackhouse is known for disappearing in some races, then showing up randomly. The tire falling off, the speed, the car just didn't have speed at Martinsville. That's why I told you he was a dark horse at Darlington, because that's one of his better tracks.
I'm going to read you off just the 30th and below in points of active drivers.
What do you consider low points? 26 to 35th?
Low points? I guess, 26, Justin Haley is in 26 points. 27th is Austin Dillon.
I think Austin Dillon's a little different because he's randomly going to do good and get up to 20.
And which is weird. Also, this next guy, I know he's had a couple of bad races here lately, but 28th, Carson Hocevar.
I know he's going to finish higher than that. I know he's going to finish higher, but I get what you mean.
29th, Eric Jones.
Who's going to be one of the top 10 favorites at this race this weekend?
If he's got the speed, Brad K in 30th.
Somehow, tell me the year where Brad K didn't start this bad. Somehow he's going. Brad K is 14th in points.
And I know this next guy, his last name is in this company, but Ty Gibbs 31st.
That's why I'm not panicking yet. But after the 9th race, because he shows speed, especially in practice. After you get done with this, what is the next track? What's the next track after Darlington? After you read the standings.
32nd, Noah Gragson.
He's better.
That man almost got the pole last week, or was it this week?
We know he's better than that.
33rd, Riley Herbst.
I think it's weird because he's shown speed at tracks, but I put that on points. He'll finish. I think he'll finish like 24th, 25th.
We've already talked about these two. 34th, SVG, 35th, Cole Custer.
What are their points at, those two?
Cole Custer has 62 points, and SVG has 80.
See, how far is SVG from 26 in points?
Justin Haley has 114, and he has 80. So, 34 points.
I honestly believe SVG will finish top 20 just strictly on points because of the road courses.
Cody Ware is actually 37th in points. Him and Jimmy Johnson have the same amount of points.
Honestly, whose car has more speed if they were in the 4th season? Jimmy Johnson's car or Carson Ware? Cody Ware's car. Sorry, I said his brother.
Jimmy Johnson.
So, I mean, honestly, I think Cody Ware has a chance to finish top 35. SVG will finish top 20 in points because, it's a little skewed because of the road courses.
Yeah.
But if I did have to choose someone to pull a panic button on right now, honestly, it'd be Carson Hocevar because he has a speed, but his speed is like a little erratic right now.
Because
that's what
Michael McDowell's in 15th. Michael McDowell's 15 in points.
But Michael McDowell's seasoned. He knows when.
Yeah, that's why he's the vet. He's going to grind out them long runs.
That's why I think Carson Hocevar, that was a good hire to get Michael McDowell needs to learn from how they always say you can't win every single race. Mark Martin on the thing. Look, I tried my hardest to get that 25th finish because that's how fast my car was. I wasn't trying to mess it up and finish 33rd. I think his racecraft, if we use F1 term, he needs to work on his racecraft. But Ty Gibbs, I think he'll be fine because I put him in the same category. Do you believe Ty Gibbs and Noah Gragson are better than where they're at?
Yes.
I know you feel like Noah Gragson's up there because if you strictly didn't keep up no points and watch the race, you would say he's not that low in points. And are we going to a track he's good at? Honestly, you look at all the former Stewart Haas drivers, they're all good at Darlington Raceway.
Why is NASCAR gonna be stupid?
So who are you going to support since you're going to this race at Darlington? Who are you going to support? If a random, hey, mister, who are you supporting today? Now, who's your favorite driver? Who are you supporting today at the race?
The NASCAR
Dang, you going to skip over that question because you straddling the line between two people on the track. We're going to wear a KFB shirt and a Noah Gragson hat?
For the Xfinity race?
No. Well, I'm tuning for the cup race. I'm saying if a person asks who are you supporting this weekend, I'm not going to tell you what I just saw at the bottom because you don't like them, but they're winning 10-2.
The Mets.
With, yeah, your boy hit a grand slam.
Ross Chastain is in the 9 car for the Xfinity race.
Oh, that's where they started.
And Chase Elliott's in the 17.
Hold on, how many junior motorsports cars gonna be on the track? 6.
So I see Carson Quapple, Justin Allgaier, Sammy Smith, Ross Chastain,
Yelich.
6. Yeah, 6. Basically
It's not gonna
6.
say that's 17. It's an HMS car. They don't have a team down there. What do they build that 17 car at?
Juniors. Junior, I saw a video breakdown of it. They build the car, and then Hendrick Motorsport comes and picks it up and sets it up. That's all they do.
And you think it's a straight pickup? They ain't saying, "Hey man, what are your cars running at?"
No, they're definitely sharing setups.
Who's gonna finish? Who's going to be the top 3 finishers? No, rank the top 6 finishers at Darlington this weekend. You think for the 6 junior quote unquote motorsports cars?
I think Justin Allgaier probably.
I have him last.
I think Justin Allgaier. He's got a different confidence in him this year.
In my heart, what I want Sammy Smith to go out there and lead the way and win. Because what did people keep saying about Barry Bonds did this and did that? What did Barry Bonds say? Hey man, I keep hitting home runs and winning, man.
What if Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott get into it for the win?
Hold on, wait a minute. Are they gonna all be sitting next to each other? That's a teammate. I don't care what no one says. Oh man,
that's the rivalry.
Wait, it could be a volatile day for junior motorsports because you got Sammy Smith, and then you have Chase Elliott. Then you have.
What's the odds of all of them winning each other?
What was that? Like 2-3 years ago, the Daytona race. I said, "Who you got? It's gonna be junior motorsport winning. Look how many they got in the top 5. All wrecked. All wrecked. I want someone to do a live reaction of like Dale Jr.'s like blood pressure. If they're all, imagine all 6 want to find a restart and it's just them racing. Because Justin Allgaier, honestly, and if you look at his career, he could have so many more wins or top 5 finishes, but it's just his teammates taking them out.
I want to know how he is when his team is winning because you heard how he was talking about when Josh Berry won. He couldn't even watch because he was so nervous. And I was just his buddy. He was like, I was taking the trash out, going outside. I couldn't watch.
Would you be like that if Oakley was racing the final restart and she was going up against Kyle Larson? Would you walk outside nervous?
Probably.
And then, no, and this is you. You got the live in-car radio. You hear her cussing out. I'm gonna take his ass out. You're like, oh
No, we got a little sidetrack there, but like we talked about going into this, that's Martinsville. Yeah, it wasn't. It was an okay race. Like it was good. You had your
it
tire
wasn't bad.
fall off.
Was it worse than Phoenix?
Yes.
What track would you rather go to? Free tickets for you and your whole family. Phoenix or Martinsville?
Martinsville.
You would say Phoenix if you went there. You would go there. One, you know what's gonna get you? One, good weather. You don't want to be sticky in the humidity. Two, Mexican food. When have I ever known you to turn down bomb Mexican food? You gonna take that Mexican food from Mexico over them fucking red hot dogs.
How many hot dogs you think you could eat? Did you do the 999 challenge?
9 hot dogs in 9 minutes?
No. 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings.
I can't because I can't drink that much beer in one sitting.
I feel like that's just easy.
Look, how long? Since you know me, how long did it take me to finish one beer? If I finish it,
at least 45 minutes.
Exactly. How many you probably get? You and Roger combined in the same 45 minutes. How many beers you knocking down? Like you prep for this?
Between the both of us, 45
Yeah, like
minutes?
a total amount, 45 minutes.
I would say, I'm just going to say a rough average of like between the both of us, probably 15 to 20.
And that's if you just go regular. As soon as I hear that click, you're already done with it.
Because like I see a lot of people posting about, man, the 9 beers, the 9 hot dogs, and 9 innings. That's just really hard. I'm like,
oh, well, 9 hot dogs and a whole bottle of Crown and 9 innings. I think you can clean that.
Well, considering I almost drank a whole bottle of Crown Saturday night,
then. Now, better competition with sidetrack again. If you say a whole game, could you clear 60 wings from any wing place? Not any, 60 wings, whatever drink you want, 60 wings. Whatever you need to finish the 60 wings, you got. But you can't go to the restroom. You can't clean 60 wings?
No, I could, but I probably had to go to the bathroom.
Especially if it's nuggets too, I'm down in all that.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's the, as you call it, nuggets, the boneless wings, I'm pounding probably 8.
Or if you prefer Chick-fil-A chicken chunks. But yeah, I'm taking that Mexican food over the hot dogs any day. But I mean, it wasn't a bad race. It was like
you've been saying. Hang on. You've been saying. I don't know if everybody else from Joe Gibbs is gonna win.
No, that's not what I said. I said anyone from Joe Gibbs besides Christopher Bell, if they want to get in the playoff, they got to win. And what did Denny Hamlin do? He won. Yeah. Now, do you think Ty Gibbs is going to win? And do you think Chase Briscoe is going to win?
I don't think Ty Gibbs will win. I think Chase Briscoe will get close.
So you don't think neither one are going to get a win? You can't sweeten one. You can't straddle the fence. Who do you trust to run a good race without cheating, without having pit road issues at Las Vegas? Ty Gibbs and Chase Briscoe. I know, because he can dominate the whole race and come to find out he's 500 pounds underweight.
I think Ty Gibbs even race.
No, no, you got to give Chase. You got to give Ty Gibbs the same. A lot of people didn't think Chase Taylor was going to win anything. How many races did it take for him to win a race? Basically 100. So I mean, I think Ty Gibbs has more raw. I think Ty Gibbs, this version is better than Chase Taylor when he didn't win a race in the first 3 years. But he just has to put it together. It's kind of hard though. I mean, I guess the year has to play out more. Who do you think is going to finish higher in points, Chase Briscoe or Ty Gibbs?
That's for sure.
You feel like he's going to have more big races, even if Ty Gibbs
Yeah,
is
and
more
I'll
consistent.
just take a little bit more experience on the longevity. Like, okay, he's in a good car. He might not have the raw talent, but he can get it done.
Um, didn't Chase Briscoe on a team where a driver finished top 12 in points consecutively, and Chase Briscoe finished in the 30s on the same team?
We're talking about the team that was failing.
Kevin Harvick got 9 wins that year.
He was what was he, a rookie?
Doesn't matter. You in the car, you in the car.
Okay, so
Terry
what's the
Payne won his
difference?
first race.
Okay, so what's the difference with the Ty Gibbs? You keep saying, oh,
It's not just Ty
he's in a
Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs. He's in it.
It's not just Ty Gibbs. Something's been going. No. I agree partly, but look, haven't you seen a slight drop off? We give shout out to Chris Rebel, slight drop off in Gibbs racing. That Kyle Busch year. First of all, that has to be the worst Kyle Busch year I ever know. You look so sad at watching Kyle Busch. You said if he's winning, car probably gonna blow up. Which Kyle Busch car is better? That last year in Gibbs or last year with RCR? Which car would you take?
I was convinced they were sabotaging that.
As in Martin
It
Truex
was
last
so
year.
bad.
That image I got of you when Georgia and Ohio State were playing and you had your hand in your waist with your head down. That's how you look when Kyle Busch is out there. And Martin Truex, you know he was better than that last year. Ever since, wait a minute. Well, you remember it 2 years ago when he dominated the first half and was a regular season champion? And then from there on, it's like he wasn't even good. What do you think he's, a little sidetrack, what do you think he's doing right now?
Fishing.
Tomorrow his plans is fishing.
Yeah, he's fishing.
Martin or Martin Truex? Who's higher? Talking all 3 series, just put them all just.
I want to say Martin Truex. Only because he won a championship in that car.
I'm going to say this. Mark Martin, at some points, was beating Dale Sr. when Dale Sr. was in a regular car, and then he was out there racing Kyle Larson. And not Chase Elliott, but that's crazy. But how can you be that good in that many generations of car? But back to the thing, I think it's something wrong with Gibbs. If it's, let's say, all the Gibbs cars and all the Penske cars are in the playoffs, those are the 3, let's say the top teams, and going into the last part of the races of the season, who do you trust more? Just reliability. Like F1 game, who has better reliability? Who? No, I'm saying Penske or Gibbs.
Penske.
Because when has it been the end of the year and you said a Gibbs car is going to win the championship? You trust them to win it.
Never.
Besides when Kyle Busch is down.
I was going to do it last year.
I know he's good at Phoenix, but I always feel like he's always the second or third best at Phoenix because Penske put at speed week. Penske puts all their eggs in Phoenix into the race. What do you mean? Daytona 500 that hasn't even happened. We're going to be there anyway. One of our drivers is going to be there.
They're just getting that city ready for whoever's going to be there.
Who is your idiot of the week and who is your number 1 driver of the weekend?
Number 1 driver for the weekend is definitely Denny Hamlin. Idiot, or I guess we got idiot of the weekend.
Some people may say a certain name, but I'm not gonna say that name.
I'm not going Sammy Smith. I'm not doing that.
I know who you gonna say. You don't like him either. Who you about to say?
I'm gonna go.
It's either someone that looks like your family member on Skylar's side, or it's gonna be the guy you think looks like Ethan.
I was gonna say it's either Austin Cindric or
It's a Austin.
Austin Hill. Even though he won the race, I don't care. I don't like that man. I don't know what it is. Now that the more I'm thinking about it, I don't care if he is from Georgia. I'm not one of those. Oh, he's from Georgia.
I feel like deep down in your heart, you believe that Sheldon Creed is a better driver than him, but you can't say that because of the results.
He is a better driver. You know what's funny? Sheldon Creed finished second.
He ended up finishing second.
Yes.
I'm glad everything else overshadowed that because I never seen so
nobody. I saw that and nobody was mentioning that. I'm like, dang, is there a second?
Yeah. I'm gonna give a second place driver. I'm gonna go Denny Hamlin, of course. And I gotta give a shout out to Bubba Wallace. That's back to back.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say honorable mention, back to back third place finishes.
And any of the weekend I'm gonna go Austin Cindric because you already got a warning for that earlier. What are the top 16 in points?
William Byron, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick.
Is that 7 right there?
Bubba 8th.
Okay.
9th, Joey Logano. 10th, Ryan Blaney. 11th, Chris Buescher. 12th, Chase Briscoe. 13, Ross Chastain. 14, Ryan Preece. 15, Michael McDowell. 16, Kyle Busch.
And who's the first out?
First out is John Hunter Nemechek.
You talked some bad trash about John Hunter Nemechek last year. He shouldn't even be in it.
Okay,
but hey, look, he's been consistent.
He's running better than Eric Jones.
We know Eric Jones wakes up. I'm looking forward to those 2 Darlington races each year. That's where you're gonna get the majority of his points.
Is that who you're gonna pick?
Oh no, I got somebody else. Oh, but I feel like Alabama's the ugly stepchild of HMS because if I told you to rank those people, if you didn't see the points and standings, Alabama's gonna be 4th. You talked about Joe Logano having his first really good race. He's in the top 10 already. That's what kind of like Mark Marr was talking about. I'm gonna ask you what they asked him. Do you believe the win and get in should be the formula to make the playoffs? Look at F1. Sometimes you complain it's boring. We know, but a couple of years ago, Max won by like 40 seconds. If you're good, you're good.
I think they should still keep the playoff format, but just do like top 16 in points. Who cares if you win?
I mean, if you get a win, okay, you get. You know,
but if you get a win, I'll
put that as a playoff point. Playoff point if you make the playoffs. Right.
But if you win and you're 18th in points, sorry.
Oh no! You know what? What was the chase for the cup? For the people who won, was it like 5 or 10 playoff points, like that?
I think it was something like that.
Just do it like. What are 3 things you would bring back to NASCAR if you were commissioner for a day? Because we know the new commissioner ain't gonna do none of these. If you can bring 3 things from past generations, whatever it is.
Well, they've already brought back 1. Get a point for the fastest lap. Bring back maybe 5 points for most laps led. I mean, you got a little extra bonus incentive for really kicking ass that day. And maybe, winning your end, get rid of that.
Yeah, Some people believe that a lot of people should have. That year when Jimmy Johnson won the championship and Carl
Like,
Edwards had won his ninth race of the year.
like what's crazy? I mean, I know they haven't put out a playoff standing yet, but Josh Berry's in 19, and he has a win.
And he has 2 bad races back to back with not really his fault.
He has
I'll
a
be
win and
interested.
2 top 5s.
I'm glad they don't have this tournament coming up in Xfinity Series because it's different. You're gonna have some.
Oh God!
Are they going off points? Like whoever's number one in points each week?
When does that tournament even start?
Is it the top 36 drivers? Is it 34 or the top 30? Because if it's somehow Alice Bowman versus a low seeded Noah Gragson, I know he's gonna choose at a race.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. No, see, there's no even articles on it, man. Okay,
When
here
that
we go.
tournament
Let's see.
starts, does it switch to the next network? Yeah.
The tournament will consist of 8 regular season races that will be run during June and July. All tournament races will count toward the regular season playoff standings as normal. For the first 3 races, all full-time drivers in the series are eligible to compete. Race winners will automatically qualify for the bracket and be joined by drivers with the best finish in any of the 3 races, with ties being broken by total race points. The 32 drivers with the best performances move on to the next phase of the tournament. The seeding races will be streamed on the new package to be shown on Amazon. The last 5 races will be conducted in a single elimination bracket. In each round, the driver in each matchup with the better finish advances, while the other is eliminated. The process will continue until only 2 drivers remain. The driver with the better finish in that race will be the tournament champion and win a $1 million bonus. All tournament races will be shown on TNT.
So imagine Kyle Larson versus Cody. Let's just randomly say if it was versus Cody Ware, and it's a restrictor plate race. Who do you think is going to win? that has March Madness upset ran all over it.
Look, here you go. And for the first race of the bracketed portion will be held at Atlanta Motor Speedway on June 28th. So you have the 3 races before that, and then you have 5 races.
I saw someone coming down the ticker. 1, you may be in the good luck tonight because Freddie Freeman is out because he got hurt. But you want to know how he got hurt?
Did he slip down some stairs?
He slipped in the shower and hurt his ankle. That's what it said on the ticker.
Oh, wow. Poor guy.
But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, that's really going for the championship.
So if I read that correctly, Michigan technically starts it because it's 8 races. It's Michigan, then Mexico circuit or Mexico track, and then Pocono, and then Atlanta starts the bracket competition.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. You said Mexico second?
Yeah.
Look, SVG
that starts this. That Michigan, Mexico, and Pocono are seeding races.
FG is going to upset someone big time.
So, and then Atlanta starts the elimination in the bracket. Then you have Chicago Street Race after that, Sonoma, Dover, and then I think it ends at Indy.
Do you think? I know the NBA has the in-season tournament. I know the Dash for Cash. Do you think it's going to be some full-time drivers? Like, top drivers, I don't really care about this. If I lose this, all right.
Yeah, one pops up in my head, Chase Elliott.
No. Depending on who he's going up against, $1 million. Because that fund can go straight to his airplane collection.
Or he could give it to a local small business in need of much needed renovations.
First of all, I mean, I know like old-fashioned things, but you can come on and get a new siren, as they say.
You don't have, you don't have to jump it off with a Toyota Camry.
Do you think in that that eatery they have days since Chase Elliott won?
Oh, for sure.
Hey Angie, did you update the calendar? That Chase almost did it. He finished second. We just gotta add another day to the calendar.
All
Yeah.
right, well let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah. Or Worker, do you think this is gonna be a better race than this race, Martinsville, overall? Darlington.
Of course.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. We already went over it earlier. You chose Miami. You chose William. You got to pull it on
What's
that. Going
the
in
Sandy?
5-2.
Yeah. Ooh. I can choose the last 3 in points and going forward and still have a chance to win. But just wait who you see I'm gonna choose on this one.
I can't just wait for her. See who I choose, buddy.
One, you gonna have to put as he said, a big dog.
I can't let you
Choose,
get too far.
choose Austin Dillon.
God,
He's consistent at Darlington.
I don't care.
That'd be funny. I take him, you take a big dog, Austin Dillon wins, and your guy Rex. At that point, if I want to say this to you, I don't even care anymore. It's
Yeah,
all right.
whatever. You got it.
You look like I'm taking one of them cars that NASCAR's and put out that they're hiding with those shards.
Yeah. All right.
That's all.
Well, yeah, I ain't got nothing else. Y'all make sure to like, subscribe, share it everywhere. What do you got? An earthquake going on over there?
It's thundering bad up here.
Oh, it was thundering really bad in Atlanta earlier. But anyways, y'all take it easy. See you.